7,000 points. In fourth place, we got a tie between two top-tier locations, Eagles Rochester and Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Wowie.
But in third place, we got American Legion Fridley with 282,000 points. With 358,000 points in second place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven, and then that number one location, VFW Spring Lake Park, with 599,000 points. So close to getting to that 600,000 point club.
Absolutely. That is super exciting, and they're going to be making it there soon. So I hope to see you guys all out playing your little bit of Twins Bingo each day from 12 to 1.
Hey guys, and we are back and better than ever. Sorry we missed out on that game of Twins Bingo. We'll have those winners to you guys in just a minute, but you guys have 1 minute and 50 seconds to get enrolled in this next one. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled, press and play so we can give out some great prizes. But we got one more fun fact.
That's right, and we were talking about all the facts in North Dakota just a second ago. I mean, we had South Dakota's more shoreline than Florida. Sioux Falls, the largest city in South Dakota. Visitors to South Dakota spend more than $1 billion a year.
Yeah, and one of its biggest revenues is camping.
That's right. So far, a lot of crazy South Dakota stuff, but this one is literally crazy. The Crazy Horse mountain carving actually will be the largest sculpture in the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is if it ever is completed.
Yeah.
In addition to Mount Rushmore, South Dakota is also home to the Crazy Horse Memorial Carving, a giant sculpture being carved into the side of a mountain. Of course, it's been under construction since 1948, and most people don't think it will ever finish, which is probably for the best. We wouldn't want Jefferson and Washington to get sculpture envy.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's super funny. I'm really surprised that they haven't even finished it yet.
Yeah, I was very, very surprised. I mean, that's awesome stuff. Maybe the Crazy Horse will get finished one day.
I know. I want to take a look at it really quick to see if they have any Crazy Horse sculpture. Let's take a look.
Yeah, because I want to know, like, where's it at now?
That straight up looks like Sphinx in Egypt size.
That's super cool.
That is super cool. They should totally finish that. Oh my gosh. That would be awesome. If you guys have a second to look up the Crazy Horse Memorial in South Dakota, it's awesome. It's legit.
I mean, it looks like it's nowhere close
No,
to
it's
being
nowhere
finished.
near done. But
And so I don't think it'll ever get finished. But it's a cool little sculpture. Now it's kind of freaky if you saw it at night.
Very true. It would be a little freaky. Just kind of go up there all the way face to face with it. It's just like 40-foot high face looking at you.
Yeah, just like unfinished face.
Yeah, literally. That's so funny. That would be really cool if they finished that, though.
Yeah,
They need to finish that.
it definitely would be. I love those kinds of things.
100%. But we still do have some more national days to get into. We got a lot of them. So starting it off, it's National Dissertation Day. And this day creates an annual reminder to continuing education students to maintain their focus and complete the pinnacle of their education.
Oh yeah, dissertation's a tough time for your college, and definitely something that maybe if you have some people in your life that are doing their dissertations right now, maybe send them a little snack bag or something like that because they're probably huddled in their room over their laptop.
That's right. Maybe send them a case of beer. They might need that a little bit more.
Yeah, that too. We do have a line.
Bottles of wine.
We do have Steve over at our place on 3rd taking home that $7 lime prize. Good job, Steve-O. No, I think that would be a nice celebratory ending for them.
Or, even if they're thinking they're not going to make it through their dissertations, then you can help them get over it. But, of course, happy National Dissertation Day. That's a really cool one just for all the promising students and stuff.
Yeah, and we were talking about horses earlier, and we got National Help a Horse Day. National Help a Horse Day comes to you guys on today on April 26th. I accidentally...
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we do have balls continuing to drop on this game. We're at 34 balls dropped, but we are finding out what Help a Horse Day is all about.
It's on 26, and we all saddle up to create awareness around taking better care of horses. Horses hold a high status in the United States, and this day Day endeavors to encourage people to come together and safeguard these beloved animals from any neglect.
Yeah, I mean, it's super awesome. And honestly, like, it's one of those things where it's even wild horses, dude. Like, their environment is shrinking at such an alarming rate in the United States, and their numbers are shrinking too.
Yeah.
And it's like at one point they were endangered. I know Mustangs were in the wild, and then we were able to kind of help them out, and they got back to good, like, numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like they're shrinking very fast.
Just because there's no wild land to be able to run around.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, let them run it around. But we do have a winner on that large M. We got JJ Lila over at Main Street Bar in Hopkins taking that large M away. Nice job.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff, and definitely a good day to help out a horse.
Yeah.
And if I mean, I always hate it whenever I see those videos of like horses that are completely just like malnourished and everything like that. And
No, I
so
totally agree.
if you ever know anything like that, definitely check up. They could just be old too, so that's another question.
Very
But
true.
we do have a $10 must-go prize going to House 1 over at Moose on Monroe.
Yeah, but I know here in Michigan, I'm honestly 99% sure it's the same in Minnesota. We have a lot of horse lovers and stuff just
Yes.
in random areas, and I know, I'll be just driving down a back road and I'll see like somebody has like 3 horses, and they all look real healthy and happy, running, playing with each
Yes.
other, running around in their nice field. And I'm like, oh, that's so awesome to see.
Yes.
Just
No,
like random, like animals having a good time and knowing that they probably do have a really good owner and stuff.
The first time I ever rode a horse was actually in one of those kind of situations. I went over to my sister's friend's house, which she was a big horse rider.
Okay.
And so then they took me out, and I was able to ride a horse for the first time on her horse. And it was a super nice horse, really, really good. I was so scared. I did not like it one bit, but it was super fun.
No,
I mean, it was scary, but it was fun.
Yeah, 100%. But of course, maybe take today and help that horse, and maybe we'll try and help you.
Or eat a delicious snack. You can do that today too, because we got another national day. It's National Pretzel Day. National Pretzel Day on April 26th recognizes one of America's favorite snacks, a bag of nice, crunchy, salted pretzels, or a big, warm, soft cinnamon pretzel is the question of the day. Either one is an excellent choice. And on National Pretzel Day, I will always just think of The Office Pretzel Day.
What was their pretzel day?
They always had the vendor.
Sorry, I just blew out the brain moment. I was just like, I remember.
Yes, because you remember the whole line to get the
line
pretzels.
and the toppings and
Yes.
all. Yes, I totally remember. That was so funny.
I want to have a pretzel vendor come into Pilot Games and do that for us. I mean, that would
imagine
be
if
awesome.
we had like food truck vendors just come
I would
every
go,
weekend. Or
I would go
something.
crazy for a pretzel day.
Tony, if you're trying to get us to come in and work on the weekend ever, just like send a taco truck. Send a taco truck on Saturday. We'll be here.
Oh, we'll be easily
We'll be here. We'll be here like early,
Yes.
like before the food truck gets here.
I'll work like a full 12-hour shift or something.
Exactly. Come on now. That's super funny, though. I know whatchamacallit, at the college I used to work at, they
Yes.
did that for students and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
And, at Mid-Michigan College, they had like food trucks come out in the parking lot and sometimes too. And I definitely, those are definitely always some very fun ways to get food.
Oh,
I feel
yeah, but I could definitely use myself a big, warm cinnamon pretzel. That got my stomach rumbling thinking of that. So happy National Pretzel Day.
That's right, but we do have we have a couple more days actually. We got for this next one though, it is National Kids and Pets Day. This day on April 26th raises awareness of the importance of picking the right pet for children at the right time. It's a very important decision that can lead to a lifetime of bonding between pet and child, or lead to a lifetime of suffering for that poor pet. Like, oh my gosh, dude, like I'm sure everybody knows this. There are so many horror stories of like kids getting either gerbils, bunnies, little kittens, little puppies, any pet. Do not give it to a little kid. They do not know how to handle themselves.
No, they do not. I'm very glad that when my parents, they were trying to decide whether we what pet we were gonna get for us as a full kids group.
Yeah.
Obviously, my parents did the majority of taking care of the pets.
Oh,
But we were deciding between hamsters and cats, and we ended up choosing cats, and we still have the cat, and he lives with me now and at our apartment, and it's super awesome. We do have a winner winner, House One, over at Moose on Monroe, taking home that $7 line prize. Good job, House One. I'm so glad I didn't have a little hamster.
Yeah, and I was about to say, there's a difference between getting a family pet and a pet for the kid.
Yeah, it was for us kids.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it would, like the cats were technically ours. Like,
yeah, okay.
That like they weren't our family cat. It was like
but I mean, like, they did take care of it most of the time.
Oh,
right?
for sure, because we were kids and they knew that we couldn't take care of a pet.
Yes,
like,
exactly. So like, I think this day is more talking about like when a parent just kind of gives their kid a bunny. You know what I mean? Or like a gerbil or something.
Yes.
And, maybe like, take a moment, be like, does my kid know anything about bunnies?
Yes.
Do they know anything to take care of bunnies? Would they freak out the bunny most of the time?
Yeah. I mean, I think it also is talking about just the great bonding between a
Very true.
childhood pet and everything like that. It's not just a warning of like, hey, be careful of what pets
For
you
me,
give it.
it is a warning. I hear way too many horror stories about like what those poor pets go through.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think any, like you as I'm hoping that most parents think through this decision and don't just give their kids a cat, and be like, you take care of this entire thing at 7 years old. Like, that's just not a good decision, even if it is their cat.
Exactly.
Like,
oh yeah, no, but you'd be. I know. Whatchamacallit. Yeah. Oh man, no, I've just heard the horror stories. There's a lot.
yeah, there's horror stories, but there also are so many great stories of where you see like a little kid grow up with the dog and stuff like that.
100%,
Like I remember when my grandpa, he got a dog, and he when he was growing up, he was around the same size as me actually, and so I started gaining a lot of weight and size and height and everything, and him at the exact same time was turning from puppy into actual dog, and so we were gaining weight at like the same time, and so we were both like 75 pounds at that time, and we were just wrestling each other a ton. It was one of the best bonding experience with an animal I've had, and so I definitely see just like the great bond between having that right animal with a cat.
Yeah. But we do have a couple winners. We got Wishful over at the Sunset Grill taking the large M and also the coverall, but they're splitting the coverall with House One over at Moose on Monroe.
Yeah, definitely some good wins there.
Yeah,
now,
House One and Wishful just kind of taking this game and run with it.
yeah, they've been winning a bunch over these last few games, and that was a game number 6. Now we are getting into a game number 7, and we still have 3 more national days. Okay, we're going to speed through these. National Richter Scale Day. National Richter Scale Day on April 26th celebrates the birthday of the Richter scale inventor, Charles F. Richter.
Yeah, I mean, super important invention. Helps a lot with earthquakes and stuff. I know it's super funny because something as small as semi-trucks actually get on this Richter scale all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're standing near on a highway and a semi-truck passes you, you would just experience the earthquake on the Richter scale.
Really?
Yeah, it barely gets onto the Richter scale.
That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Well, happy Richter Scale Day.
Same thing with if you had a team of 11 football players all run into the side of a house at the same time, that gets on the Richter scale. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
That's really, really funny.
No,
well,
it is super funny. I know when I learned about the Richter scale in school, I looked it up afterwards, and I looked at all the things that could cause it. And they had like a whole diagram of things
Really?
it was so funny. And I was like, that's so cool.
That's super fun
Well,
stuff.
Happy National Richter Scale
Yeah,
Day.
we do have some more national days to get into because we are just slowly moving through this script right now.
Very true. But getting into this next one, it is National Audubon Day. It honors the birth of John James Audubon. Audubon's greatest work was The Birds of America, which is considered one of the finest ornithological works ever completed. His work in this book contains more than 700 North American bird species with 435 hand-colored life-size prints of 497 different species of birds.
Yeah, what a really, really cool guy. I know I love being able, every bird watcher ever has to be thanking Audubon on this day.
100%. For a second, I thought it was like Audubon German, like the German Audubon.
Yeah.
I was like, and then it started talking about birds. I was like, huh?
You're like, what's this got to do with birds? Yeah,
I know, but happy National Audubon Day. That's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, we do have one more national day, as it's National Marjorie Day. The Register of National Day calendar has designated. So this is actually the site that I get these national days from. Has designated April 26, 2014 as of 2014 as National Margie Day to celebrate her 12th birthday. It's a really, really fun national day as When Mary started school, her mother sent her notes in her school lunchbox, which included the national days from this list. And later finding out that she had been sharing every single day with all of her classmates, her friends, and everything like that. I'm trying to think.
So she also sent her like letters and postcards when she was away at like sleepaway camps, and had like an included list of upcoming like national days, and of course the national holidays that would be celebrated too. And it seems fitting that Marjorie gets her own national day. Happy birthday to Marjorie!
Yeah,
So
I think
fun.
it's just a fun little thing. Someone who is a big fan of the site that we take our national days from. Happy birthday to Marjorie.
That's some awesome stuff. She has her own national day, but we do have a winner. We got a couple of them. We got GRSA Deck over at Acapulco Blaine and T-Money over at Maynard's Restaurant in Rogers. Both of them splitting up that line prize.
I think that's Grizdecki.
Grizz Deck.
I think it's missing the I.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
the I
hidden.
is at the end in the line. Yeah, I see
Yes,
it now.
good old Grizdecki.
right.
Good job getting the win. We do have a little bit of Twins news as Byron Buxton was killing it last game, hit his second homer of the game, a 469-foot three-run drive that overcame the 10th inning deficit to lift the Minnesota Twins over to the Chicago White Sox 6-4 on Sunday and sent the White Sox to their 7th straight loss. Buxton hit two-run opposite field homer to right in the seventh against Aaron Bummer. That tied the score 3-3, giving him he was involved in 5 of our 6 scores.
That's some awesome stuff. But, of course, you can catch the next game tonight against the Tigers right at 6:40 p.m. for you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Very fun matchup. Same division type of thing.
Yes.
But, of course, we do have a lot of awesome stuff going on with the Twins. We teamed up with the Minnesota Twins here at Pilot Games. You can play the E-Tab game, Twins Win Today, wherever Pilot Games are played. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out. And you should also pay attention to what you're playing right now because we got JJ Lila over at Main Street Bar in Hopkins taking home $7, giving us a 2-ball run-up at this $4,000 jackpot. And you guys are all earning points towards the Twiking Zone. We have a crazy Twiking Zone standings as in 10th place. We got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon who got bumped back from the new number 9th place player Mikey Wins over at Steve O's. In 8th place, we got Dago 11 over at the Polar Lounge. 7th place is Bryzo over at Atomic Star Tavern. 6th place is Yo-Yo over at the Riverside Store and Tavern. 5th place is GTZ over at Sal's Bar and Grill. We watched them playing already today. Oh, there they are, only a few balls away.
There it is. We got Robin Hood over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking it away. Nice shot, Robin Hood.
Yeah, and to finish off these standings, 4th place we got Boba at Corner Bar in Goodhue. 2nd place we got Sinbob at Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place we got Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven. And in 1st place we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley.
Awesome stuff, but we got some location standings to get into. Starting it off in 10th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball with 139,000 points. In 9th place, we got VFW Blaine. 8th place, it is Carboni's Pizza at CR Billiards. In 7th place, it's Steve-O's over in Crystal. 6th place, it's Our Place on 3rd and Faribault. 5th place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue. And in 4th place, we got none other than Eagles Rochester sitting in 4th. 3rd place, it is American Legion Fridley. 2nd place is Corky's Bar South Haven, 300,000 point club, by the way.
Wow.
1st place, VFW Spring Lake Park, 600,000 point club.
And just skip the 400,000 and the 500,000 point club. Go
Who needs
straight
them?
to the
Who needs
600,000.
them?
Yeah, you do. I think they're overrated anyways.
That's right.
until Corky's Bar South Haven gets
Then
them,
it becomes cool
and then
again.
it's cool again.
That's right.
But we do have an E-Tab spotlight that we got to get into as we're listening to Rockin' Gold, one of my favorite E-Tab sounds. As it's got just a groovy tune to it, and it's like a drive-in theater mixed with a 50s diner.
That's right.
With the disco floor and everything like that. It's super, super fun. You can win some great prizes as well as you can win great prizes in the 50 different Charitable E-Tab games. Play anytime, win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But we got some really cool music history to get into, and it's starting it off in 1962 on this day. Sam Cooke records Having a Party and Bring It On Home to Me.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Sam Cooke or his music,
Yeah.
but I do know about him.
You probably know Sam Cooke.
I'm sure I've heard it, but it's like one of those things that I'm just not a big enough music I don't have extensive music knowledge that.
You know what? A change is gonna come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a Wonderful World. He did a rendition of that as well.
Oh, okay.
And that was really big too. But yeah, he's pretty
I'll
big.
have to listen to that. I like What a Wonderful World, but I absolutely love
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, Louis Armstrong's version of it.
Very true. And that's the most iconic version of it, I would personally say.
Oh, for sure.
But of course, on this day, Sam Cooke did his thing, having a party and bring it on home to me. That's some awesome stuff.
Next up, in 1986, Van Halen proves that there's life after David Lee Roth as their album 5,150, the first with Sammy Hagar, hits #1 in the U.S. for the first of 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's some awesome stuff. I know Van Halen, they really proved that, they really can't go on without David Lee Roth and get a new front dude. Some awesome stuff.
I mean, both of them iconic. I mean, they both were, like, somehow you don't see a lot of bands that are able to have two iconic guys like that as leads, with David Lee Roth having such a big name, especially at the tail end of that. And then Sammy Hagar, went in and was like, hey, I can do this just as good.
Exactly, and it's one of those things, Van Halen did it pretty good. I know AC/DC, I feel like, is probably the absolute best example.
Of being able to just like...
Of being able to adjust after that, because, but Van Halen, on this day in history, they did it pretty good. Nice job, Van Halen. But, of course, on the next day in history, in 1978 this time, we got The Last Waltz, director Martin Scorsese's acclaimed documentary of the band's star-studded last concert opens in theaters on this day. The film features performances by Neil Young, Eric Clapton, Joni Mitchell, Van Morrison, Neil Diamond, the Staple Singers, and Dr. John.
Wow, what a star! So many great performances in that movie. I gotta give it a watch now.
Very true. Yeah, it's some awesome stuff.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen that one before. But it's crazy that Martin Scorsese did it. That's insane to me. But we do have a winner. It's 8-Bit for Life over at Chanticleer Pizza, Coon Rapids, taking it away. Nice job, 8-Bit. But yeah, that does sound super cool. I mean, I know I was talking about it the other day. I'm just so sad I can't listen to Neil Young or Joni Mitchell on Spotify anymore.
Oh,
and I know there's like ulterior reasons for it, but it's just like at the end of the day, I'm so sad I can't listen to them.
You're just like, I really want to listen to them.
Yeah, it's like, get Taxi Cab back on there, Joni. Like, come on. But of course, really cool stuff on this day in history. The Last Waltz, really, really fun. Maybe we'll turn that on.
I'll have to watch that at some point. I mean, it just looks like it's an iconic film, just with how many stars were in it.
100%. But of course, we got a star-studded night happening tonight on MegaSota Game Night. We got some of the biggest players over at Pilot Games showing up and trying to get some points added to their totals. Yeah. We got two of Pilot Games' biggest names in the industry, Ian and Will, showing up to host the game tonight too. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but we do have FW Vice and Juicy Loser and Mojo Mom. Let's see who else. FW Vice 2. Okay, yep, all three of those players splitting up that large M. Nice job, you three.
Can we give out this jackpot? People are in line to be able to do this right here. Not quite. We're moving on to a $12 Musco prize. And you were talking about the great night that we have in store tonight. And if you guys want to be earning points on that night, sign up at pgl.world. You get access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great information, as well as competing for points and getting highlighted in our new member spotlight.
That's right, but we do have a winner. It's Brenda over at Bedrock taking away that coverall prize. Nice job, Brenda. But of course, we have those new PGL members that just joined up. We got Bear 199, Mike 2244, Mike 224466. We got K Bear 89, KC 1986, Evil 706, D Marie, Padre Hawk, Hot 15 Money, Kimmy, Lex, Kari 73, KJ 218, 1 KJ 218, and then JP WHKC 105 Rock Classics. It's just JP WHKC.
Yeah, I love playing Eric Clapton all night long.
That's right. It's a wonderful night.
Well, we might as well just read off the Last Waltz, just like, oh, Neil Diamond, Eric Clapton.
Just stop at Eric Clapton.
Yeah, we'll just stop there. Just
100%. But that's super, super funny stuff. But of course, these PGL standings have been absolutely insane this past week. I know the players, maybe not so much as the location side of things, but They were pretty crazy. I know starting it off, though, getting right into the players. We got in 10th place, Nixon over at VFW Roseville. 9th place, it is none other than Big Pimpin' over at the Alibi of Gilbert. 8th place is Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin. 7th place is Ted over at Sunshine Depot. 6th place is Reyes22 over at American Legion Morristown. 5th place is Brizo at the Underground Bar. 4th place is Forget UD over at Eagles Austin. 3rd place is Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon. 2nd place is Keith at Billy's Rockford. And 1st place is Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post.
Yeah, all of the top 8 are in that 1 million point club. Really impressive stuff. But our location standings start off in the 3 million point club. In 10th place, we got Beck's Pub and Becker. 9th place is Neighbors Pub Dover. Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato is in 8th place, getting bumped back from 7th just last Wednesday. Getting bumped back from 6th, we got VFW Northfield in 7th. Moving up from 8th into 6th, we got Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa. And in 5th place, we got Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter. Now we move on to the 4 million point club. In 4th place, we got American Legion Cleveland. 3rd place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. Now we quickly move to the 5 million point club. 2nd place is Billy's Rockford, and in 1st place, we got Third Rail Bar and Grill battling it out for the 1st place spot.
Awesome stuff, but we only have a minute left to get enrolled into this next game, so get enrolled, try to get a chance at this jackpot. We're on game number 8, I'm pretty sure.
No, game number 9.
Yeah, game number 9.
2 games
right.
left, so make sure you guys are getting enrolled, press play. We want to give out this $4,000.
That's right, but we got some wild news to get into in the meantime. They're 51, 21, and 7 on the season, and Dmitry Kulikov scored with 1.3 seconds remaining in overtime to give the Minnesota Wild a 5-4 victory over the Predators on Sunday night. Joel Erikssonek had 2 power play goals and an assist. Nick Bukestad and Kevin Fiala also scored. And Marc-Andre Fleury made 21 saves for Minnesota. The Wild have actually won 5 straight as they battle with the St. Louis Blues for 2nd place in the Central Division and home ice for the team's first round playoff series.
Wow, really, really good stuff there, and I'm excited to see them go out tonight as our Wild are taking on the Coyotes at 7 p.m. It should be super exciting. We have a lot of sports going on in Minnesota tonight, as I think we got Timberwolves, we got Twins, and we got Wild all playing tonight, trying to get their wins up.
Yeah,
but
crazy.
We did team up with the Wild to create a great E-Tab game. Let's go Wild. It's at all of your favorite Minnesota bars right now. And you guys can take a shot at that slap shot bonus round and see if you can score yourself some good prizes.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But we do have balls continuing to drop on this game. We got $9 on both the line and the large M. And, of course, a jackpot over $4,000 on that coverall. But we got some awesome stuff to get into regarding our fishing report. That's right. It's coming from the Lake of the Woods Tourism by Outdoors Weekly on April 26th.
Today.
That's right. But we got a winner. It's Tanya over at Kathy's Pub taking it away. Nice job, Tanya.
Yeah, cover your shins.
That's right. But, of course, coming from the south end, the majority of the lake is still ice covered with more and more open water each week. This week, sun, wind, rain, strong outflow from the Rainy River and other rivers and streams, along with higher water levels, are all wreaking havoc with that lake ice. In addition to fishing the river, sturgeon anglers are fishing near the ice pack edge on the lake outside of the Lighthouse Gap, where the Rainy River enters Lake of the Woods. Some of the bays are open or partially open for those who want to start targeting pike. Not many reports yet, as things are just starting to open up, though. As the water warms up, the big fish will start sliding in, even with partial ice, so keep that in mind. Even if you're still seeing partial ice out there, the fish are still biting. Pike season is open year-round, and walleye and sauger season is closed, but don't get too upset yet, because it opens again on the Minnesota Fishing Opener May 14th, only a couple weeks away.
Should be some really, really exciting stuff. And we always get super excited when you guys win giant jackpots. And so make sure you send in a player pick of those giant jackpot wins. Hold that jackpot message up to your face and snap a photo. You can share those really, really easily. But they don't just have to be jackpot messages. They could be just you having fun with your bartender, your best buddies, all playing some Pilot games. Take a photo of it. We love seeing those. And you can share those on Facebook or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com or posting them onto any post with the hashtag PilotGames.
That's right, but we do have a winner, Yabba Brew over at Bedrock, taking away that large M. Nice job, Yabba Brew.
Yeah, now we're working on that $13 coverall prize, and that means that jackpot is rolling to our final game of Twins Bingo. And we have a little bit of Vikings news as we're going to going to be looking back in time to some of the top all-time picks in the first round slot.
That's right. But before we do, Yabba Brew taking another one over at Bedrock. Nice job. But of course, Vikings news. Yeah, Page and Moss are listed as the top all-time picks, and this is coming from the Vikings legend Alan Page. But with
this is about the Vikings legend.
It's about Alan Page. I gotcha. The focus on Page going into the 1967 draft was not on him being a consensus All-American at Notre Dame, his prominence in helping the Irish win 2 national championships, or that he had long arms and unusually quick feet. The focus was on his size, 6'4", 240 pounds. In that era, he was on the small side. The NFL's best defensive tackle at the time was 265, 270-pound Merlin Olsen. Page proved size can be overrated for a D tackle. He later became a marathon runner and dropped to 225 pounds.
Wow, that is
insanity.
Super impressive stuff. I mean, Alan Page, definitely a very, very good defensive tackle for us. And I think, I mean, without him, you don't have like the Aaron Donalds of the world who are very undersized and get after the pass rusher from the middle of the field. Happy birthday, Alan Page. I mean, not happy birthday. Great.
Congratulations. Great career.
Yeah, top first-round slot for our Vikings. The other top first-round slot is the Vikings legend Randy Moss. I mean, who wasn't going to expect him on this list?
Yeah.
He played 2 seasons at Marshall and had an incredible workout, leaving no doubt about his abilities. Based on his talent and his position, he should have been the 3rd player chosen after Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf, but NFL teams were worried they couldn't trust him. Just as Danny Green didn't need a receiver in 2004 when he chose Larry Fitzgerald, he didn't need a receiver in 1998. He already had one of the best duos in the NFL with Chris Carter and Jake Reed. Green believed that he could work with Moss, who became the 2nd wide receiver taken after Kevin Dyson went 16th to the Titans.
I can't believe he fell that far.
Yeah, I mean, he did get like kicked out of Florida and like jumped around schools and then played at Marshall, and so he was. I get why there was like a hesitation to drafting him, but I feel like in this day and age they would be a lot more forgiving.
I was about to say, I was like, if he went in that draft today, I feel like he probably would have just been taken 3rd overall.
Oh yeah, I mean,
wait, who was taken with the first 2 picks? Chris Carter and Jake Reed. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Newton did the exact same thing, and like I got kicked out of Florida, then went and played JUCO, and then had a Heisman season at Auburn, and then got drafted 1st overall.
It's funny.
So,
What's his face? What's Tim Tebow? Tim Tebow had the opposite effect at Florida, where he stopped everybody else from getting kicked out.
he somehow managed to keep that team together. Like, I think that team would have fallen apart without Tebow.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they would have been like.
No, at least the fact that Tebow was up on the press conference is what kept it together. Like, they could be like, Tebow, you talk to the press, and like they didn't put like the Pouncey brothers out there.
No, didn't put any of them out there. Just like, all right, we're gonna try and keep these guys out of the spotlight, so only their talent is on the table for the draft.
Yeah,
that's so funny to me.
But we're talking about the great draft picks. Randy Moss and Alan Page, who are some of the best players to ever step into the purple and gold.
Oh, exactly. And I mean, I'm not huge into defensive players, especially from before like the year 2010.
Yes.
So it's like the fact that I know Alan Page's name, that's huge.
Yeah,
like,
he's
he is
really, really good. I wonder, I don't know exactly. He might have, I think he was playing during the Purple People Eaters.
Purple People Eaters. I think that might have been in the 80s. I could be wrong, though. But we do have a winner, Doggo11 over Polar Lounge, taking it away. Yeah, let's take a look if
Yeah, who were the?
Oh no, that was only him.
Yes,
Yep,
yeah.
Absolutely.
He was a part of it with
meet at the quarterback.
Yeah, meet at the quarterback. I've seen they've been trying to bring that back for our Vikings, and that makes me super excited.
Oh, I love it.
We do have a line. Yeah, did you talk about the line prize?
No, but we did. Doggo11. That's right.
Yeah, but let's get into these jackpot hunter standings as the players sit like this. 10th place we got Duh over at VFW Coon Rapids. 9th place is Crazy Kid at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45. 8th place is Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon. 6th place we got a 2-way tie between Kimmy at Nisawa Legion and 2A Sweet Girl at Jimmy G's Bar. 5th place is Brother Nat over at the Chart House. 4th place is Kev over at the Deer Stand. 3rd place is Not Lucky over at American Legion Fridley. 2nd place is Bull over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. And 1st place, we got Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Awesome stuff. But now, in the location standings, we got in 10th place Sundance Golf Banquet Bowl, 9th place American Legion Fridley, 8th place is Shady's Railside, 7th place is Billy's Rockford, 6th place is Gascan Bar and Grill, 5th place is Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, 4th place is Concordia Lanes, 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, 2nd place is VFW Spring Lake Park, and 1st place Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Yeah, good job to all of those locations. We got some birthdays on today, as we got Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, was born in 121.
Yep.
And that's I kind of just put him in there because he's played by Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator.
Oh yeah, that's Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, no, it's so funny. He did such a great role as him too. He was really good. But of course, happy birthday to Antonius Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah, next up, born in 1822, we got Frederick Law Olmsted, American writer and landscape architect that designed Central Park.
Yeah, it's huge. But we do have Jack over at Broadway Pizza and Amex over at Lamplighter Bar, both of them splitting up that large M. But we got Eddie Egan, an American boxer born today in 1897. Lewis Hack Wilson was a Hall of Fame outfielder in 1900, born today. Carol Burnett, American comedian over the Carol Burnett Show, and Annie being an actress in there. She was born in 1933. Nice stuff. But 1963, awesome. Jet Li. We know Jet Li. Come on now. 1980, Channing Tatum was born today.
Yeah, and we got Big Tube over at Rudolph Redneck Roast, taking home $16. And that jackpot is growing and rolling into tomorrow to play some Twins Bingo. So make sure you guys come out for Wednesday's Twins Bingo. And we got a player spotlight, as it's Mad Dog over at Lincoln Depot. He took home $27,266 last week, and he is a big-time player. And Lincoln Depot supports a great charity.
Oh, that's right. And it's the St. Cloud Golden Gloves. Their mission is to promote and support youth boxing by providing adequate funding, coaching, and any other educational and athletic benefit to youth boxing, coaching, and the overall program of boxing throughout central Minnesota.
Yeah, really, really great stuff there. And wherever you guys are at, you're supporting a certain charity. So it does, when we say this at the end of every broadcast, we mean it. When you guys play Pilot games, your community wins.
See you guys later.
guys, and probably our favorite part of doing the job that we do is giving out massive jackpots. And we
Absolutely.
give out so many massive jackpots every single week, and we give out a bunch during the weekend as well. So we'd like to highlight those weekend jackpots, which got us to a jackpot total so far this season of 359 jackpots.
That is super exciting. But starting Friday off, we had Meth24 over at the Wild Boar Bar and Grill, who took home $861.
Good job, Matt. We also had Iron Tail over at Jimmy G's Bar, taking home $1,308.
Nicely done. Then we had Sam and Diane over at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $691.
We also had Helen B-Day. Happy birthday, Helen, over at Wild Bill Sports Saloon in Rochester, taking home $1,030.
Nicely done. Next up, finishing off Friday right, was Policy Man over at the Arlington Dugout, taking home a whopping $17,039.
Yeah, the largest jackpot of the weekend.
Ooh.
But Saturday was really good as well, as Stingray over at Booney's Bar and Grill took home $605.
Oh, and it doesn't stop there. Willie over at Van Bullies took home $676.
We also had Spencer B over at Don's Corner Bar taking home $738.
Next up is a big-time long player. It's Fred Trisha over at VFW Spring Lake Park, getting to take home $738.
Another great player, Tamjer, over at American Legion Pine City, taking home $930.
Nicely done. Then finishing off Saturday, we had Bruce T over at VFW Blaine, taking home $792.
Well, let's get this Sunday started off right with another longtime player, Baba Booey, over at Granite City Food and Brewery Roseville, taking home $3,294.
Nicely done. Next up, we had Reno over at Grumpy's Bar Cold Spring, who got to take home $695.
Oh, yeah, and then the final jackpot of the entire weekend went out to Ask Me over at Bleachers, taking home $1,012.
Nicely done to all of our jackpot winners. Try your hand at all of the bingo we have to offer to take home some jackpots as well. And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Hey guys, and we love our lunchtime bingo, and Twins Bingo is a blast to play, but we still haven't given out a jackpot heading into this week of Season 11 in Twins Bingo. So we'll see if that jackpot can go out in this week. Should be some super exciting stuff, and should be giving out some crazy Twiking Zone points.
Absolutely, so make sure you guys are coming out at 12 to 1 to try your hand, but we want to talk about these standings. And so jumping right into the player side of things, in 9th place, we start off with a tie between Mikey Wins over at Steve-O's and Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon, both with 88,000. Right ahead of them, though, with 89,000 in 8th place, we got Doggo 11 over at the Polar Lounge. With 93,000, it's Brizo over at Atomic Star Tavern, sitting in 7th. And then in 6th place, it's GTZ over at the Midi with 111,000 points. But with 115,000 in 5th place, we got Yo-Yo over at Riverside Store and Tavern. 4th place is Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue, sitting with 124,000. In 3rd place, we got Simbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven, sitting with 132,000. But right ahead of him with 133,000, it's Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven, sitting in 2nd. And then our 1st place player is Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley, sitting with 166,000 points accumulated so far.
Well, good job to those players already getting into the 100,000 point club, but our entire top 10 is already in that 100,000 point club. As we get started off in 10th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon Oakdale with 120,000 points. With 136,000 points in 9th place, we got Main Street Pub and Kimball. 8th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 147,000 points. With 186,000 points in 7th place, we got Steve-O's and Crystal. 6th place is our place on 3rd and Faribault with 211,000 points. With 257,000 points in 4th place, we got a tie between two top-tier locations, Eagles Rochester and Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Wowie.
But in 3rd place, we got American Legion Fridley with 282,000 points. With 358,000 points in 2nd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven, and then that number 1 location, VFW Spring Lake Park, with 599,000 points. So close to getting to that 600,000 point club.
Absolutely, that is super exciting, and they're going to be making it there soon. So I hope to see you guys all out playing your little bit of Twins Bingo each day from 12 to 1. guys, some of the most exciting nights of the week are our PGL nights. They happen on Tuesday and Wednesday for that MegaSota game night as well as that TwinsWinsDay. I hope to see you guys all there, and they have been accumulating so many points towards these standings.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to switch over to TwinsWinsDay. We're still running Wild Wednesday,
Oh,
though,
that's
since
right.
our Wild are about to get into the playoffs since they're in the back end of their regular season. So make sure you guys are coming out for Wild Wednesday to support our Wild. But those PGL points, though, player standings have been crazy. 10th place, we got Big Pimpin' over at the Alibi Gilbert with 863,970 points. With 940,555 points in 9th place, we got Sarah Honey at VFW Austin. 8th place is Nixon at VFW Roseville with 956,950 points. Now we get into that 1 million point club. 7th place is Ted over at the Sunshine Depot with 1,025,474 points. With 1,088,160 points in 6th place, we got Reyes 22 over at American Legion Morristown. 5th place is Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,103,620 points. In 4th place, we got Forget You D over at Eagles Austin with 1,146,730 points. With 1,388,135 points in 3rd place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon. 2nd place is Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 1,625,345 points. And then that 1st place player with a whopping total of 1,787,250 points. It's Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post.
Absolutely, but hopping right into these location standings. In 10th place, we start off with Beck's Pub in Becker, sitting with 3,227,199 points. In 9th place, we have Neighbors Pub Dover in Dover with 3,293,130 points. Then in 8th place, it's Leo's Sports Bar in Mazeppa. We've been seeing them shoot up all around these standings. They are sitting with 3,412,815 points. Then in 7th place, it's Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato, sitting with 3,522,039 points. Where in then 6th place, we have VFW Northfield, sitting with 3,620,755 points. 5th place is Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter, sitting with 3,746,243 points. But our final location in the 3 million point club, sitting with 3,847,377 points. In 4th place, it's American Legion Cleveland. Then into the 4 million point club. Ooh. 3rd place is Neeson's Gaylord, sitting with 4,462,430 points. But then as swiftly as we start, it's ending right there into the 5 million point club, guys. In 2nd place, we have Billy's Rockford, sitting with 5,510,764 points. Now our number 1 location is 3rd Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake, sitting with